Hey friends, Ash here with Gents. Hope you're doing really well. Today I'm going to be talking about Dolce Gabbana's Light Blue Forever, the newest release in the light blue line. I did a first impressions on this fragrance. I featured it in some lists already. I'll tell you guys right now, right at the beginning, right off the top, I love the fragrance. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why. I'll show you the presentation, all that good stuff also. But in my opinion, if you get only one light blue fragrance, this is the one to get. Let's jump into it. Let's go ahead and get things kicked off with the presentation. It's got that fuzzy feel to the box. I do like it. It's kind of weird, but I like it. You hear that? Is that like ASMR? I don't know. I don't think so. On the front of the box, you get the name of the house, the name of the fragrance, the size, the concentration. At the top of the box, you have the D and the G for Dolce Gabbana. Nothing on the sides. On the back, you have the ingredient information. On the bottom, you're gonna find your batch code and your barcode. The batch code is 1025BM. Yes, BM. And here we've got the bottle. Again, name of the house, name of the fragrance right there on the front, and the concentration. The fragrance bottle is a little bit different than the older Dolce & Gabbana light blue bottles. Let me grab one really quickly to show you what I'm talking about. The Light Blue Forever bottle looks a little bit classier. So here is Light Blue Sun. Let me show you these really close up to the camera so you can see the comparison, especially in the caps. So here is Light Blue Forever. Take a look at that cap right here. This cap design is not your standard light blue style. So here's Sun. Check out the style of this cap. So the cap of Light Blue Forever, what style is that? It's actually gonna be your standard Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme style of cap that you find on Light Blue Forever. So Light Blue Forever ends up looking a little bit classier because instead of using that light blue standard style of cap, they've taken the Pour Homme style and just adapted it for a light blue fragrance. And frankly, it looks a lot better. When you see these next to each other, Light Blue Forever just looks like a classier fragrance because of the script that they've used, just continuing on with the light blue script to say forever, and then the cap as well. On the bottom, you've got your batch code like usual. Cap does click into place, and I'll go ahead and waste a couple sprays for you guys here so you can see the atomizer. It's a standard light blue bottle, so there it is. Now, like I said, guys, I love this fragrance. I think it is awesome. It is one of my favorite new summer fragrances that I have smelled and can't even remember how long. Years and years. The opening here just absolutely blew me away the first time that I smelled it, and I still love it today just as much as the first time I smelled it. It's the grapefruit in the opening that just really grabs my attention. It's rindy, it's zesty, it's sour, it's sweet, it's tart, all at the same time. It is very, very realistic. Do keep that in mind though, that it's very realistic, because some people don't really gravitate toward that. There have been some people that have smelled Light Blue Forever and the citrus doesn't work as well for them because that's not what they're looking for in a citrus. They're looking for a really sweet, easygoing, run-of-the-mill citrus open in their summertime fragrances. And there's nothing inherently wrong with that at all. If that's what you love, awesome, wear it. And that's what some of the earlier light blue fragrances do. Fragrances like Sun or Italian Zest. They have citrus, it's just not done in a realistic way. It's fresh, it's sweet, it comes across as citrus, absolutely. It just doesn't smell as realistic or natural as the citrus in here. So while I love Light Blue Forever because of that, you might dislike it for the exact same reason. You might not want that grindy kind of citrus feeling in the opening. If you like natural smelling citrus, man, this is one of the absolute best designer citrus openings you will ever smell. Period. There's a little bit of bergamot in there, but really truly it's all about the grapefruit here in the open. As it dries down, you have a little bit of violet leaf that comes in, but not too much, just a little touch. And the main note in the dry down that I pick up is vetiver. Actually, I start to pick it up pretty early on. As the fragrance makes its way through the mid, I can pick that vetiver up. It's a very clean, woodsy kind of vetiver. And as it dries down, you can really pick it up as it becomes more prominent and starts to overtake the grapefruit. Now, the grapefruit here lasts a long time. It's got a lot of sustain, you could say, but eventually it does fade and the vetiver does become the main thing that I pick up. Little musk, little patchouli in the base, sure. But mainly vetiver once you hit the far dry down. So light blue forever for me, all about that opening. That grapefruit is so lively. It's so natural, like I've said a million times already. It's a showstopper. As it dries, it's got a nice airiness to it. And then that vetiver wrapping up the scent just seals the deal for me, because I'm a big fan of vetiver. And the way it's used here, it works great. Now, season-wise, this is gonna be spring and summer, mainly summer. You could pull it off in early fall, and I am going to try to wear it during the winter just to see how it changes things up. I know it's not a wintertime scent, but I've had a lot of good luck, especially with citrus style fragrances, wearing them in the winter. It gives them this really refreshing, icy edge. Yeah, I know, cold weather, icy, but it does. As far as daytime or nighttime wear, it's gonna be more of a daytime fragrance. It's great casually, it is office safe, and it is the type of fragrance, in my opinion, with that nice bit of vetiver in there, that if you wanted to wear it in a, a somewhat formal setting in summer, if you're gonna be outside, it's gonna be hot, I think you can pull this off. This is one of the few designer fragrances where even at full retail, I am completely satisfied. No regrets whatsoever. Now, if you want to wait until it hits discounters, more power to you. You save some money. So that's being frugal, that's being smart. But, I just think it's good enough that I would just buy it. Well, definitely try to sample it first if you can, because that's always the smartest thing. And especially with the citrus here taking a bit of a different path than most designer fragrances made for summer. It'd be safer to test first. So you can do that. But otherwise, if you want one of the best grapefruit openings you're ever gonna smell, the great vetiver dry down, yeah, just buy it. As far as Dolce Gabbana Light Blue as a line, my favorite one is Light Blue Forever. It has overtaken O Intense, it's overtaken all the other flankers, it's overtaken the original. Light Blue Forever, for me, the best, the absolute best in the light blue line. Let's talk about performance really quickly. For me, it's really good, actually. I've gone to bed wearing this fragrance before, woken up the next day, and still been able to smell it on my skin. So 6+ hours easily, I'd say 7+ hours pretty easily also. In terms of projection, it's good in the first hour or so. It projects pretty strongly. After that, it's more of a moderate projector. But as far as a summertime scent that's built around citrus, it is a very good performer. Better than most any other citrus fragrance that you're gonna find in the designer realm. And one thing I'll touch on very quickly is the opening here is vaguely similar, to Fly Away by Terry Mugler. One of the Mugler cologne fragrances. It looks like this right here. That fragrance has an opening that is also a fairly realistic grapefruit. Maybe not quite as good as Light Blue Forever, but it's very good. And interestingly, that fragrance never really got a whole bunch of love. Now, as it dries, it's definitely different. It goes its own path, does its own thing. But opening wise, that one's very good also. So if you really enjoy Light Blue Forever, you want something a little bit similar as far as the opening goes, that ultimately goes its own way, check that one out. It's another fragrance great for spring and summer. It has a mystery C note, I believe, like cannabis, a cannabis note, whatever. It smells green more than anything, like green facets mixed in with the grapefruit. So as I said, Light Blue Forever, for me, this is the best. So I know it's not really a big surprise to say how much I like this one, because during the first impression, I was really just blown away. It was so much better than I expected, because I've come to expect light blue flankers to kind of suck in a way, just to be really synthetic and sometimes not really well done. Yeah, there are some fragrances in the line that stand out. There are some ones that shine on their own and you're like, hey man, that's really good. Yeah, not bad. But at the end of the day, when somebody comes up to me and they go, oh, there's a new light blue coming out, I've never been like, oh man, that's gonna be good. Usually it's more one of these. Ah, great. Anyway, this one has changed my mind. Next year, I'm gonna be hyped for the light blue release. I don't know if it's gonna be better than this one, but Dolce & Gabbana has reinstilled my vigor toward Dolce & Gabbana light blue flankers. Oh, and also guys, keep up with this cap. It looks way better. This cap, frankly, looks kind of cheap. This cap, it looks nice. It's a subtle change and yet a big one. So there we go, light blue forever. As of this video, this fragrance in the running to be the best release of the year, designer-wise, for me. And as of right now, that is my most worn fragrance of this summer. I'm just wearing it out. All right, guys, let me know what you think about this fragrance down below. As always, thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks for all your support. Stay safe out there. See you tomorrow with another fragrance video. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this one on. It's gonna be my scent of the day again. Ooh. Peace.